On this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to fix and repair damaged wooden areas around your home. In this case, I have one on my door jamb, so stay tuned for that fix. Welcome to Fix This House. If you're new to the channel, please consider pressing that subscribe and notification bell so you can always be in tune on DIYs, how-to videos, and product reviews that I do within this channel. The previous owner left this damaged area in the door jamb, and it's my job to show you how I'm going to fix this damaged area. Drop off the area first. You can use any type of wooden scrap wood that you have laying around your house. For example, you can use the standard wooden shim, or you can use this free Home Depot or Lowe's stir stick that they provide you. It's about an 1/8" thick. It's very nice. I really like this because it's nice and uniform size all the way around. But as you can see, look at the shim, it kind of transitions, so it's a little harder. You might have to relieve a few places, but here you just place it right against the damaged area, mark off what you need. And what I'll be using, which is going to be a super helpful tool for this project, is this Works oscillating tool. It already comes with the tool to adjust and attach the bit. As you can see, it's very easy to do. And again, all the tools and materials I use in this video, I'll leave it on the description down below. I'm using this 2x4 as my working base. I'm going to put my stir stick right on top, and as you can see, the oscillating tool cuts this like butter. Cuts it real nice and even all the way around. That's why I like using this tool. Makes the job super fast and easy. Now here is your new piece that you'll be using. Now before I insert this to the damaged area, I'm going to be relieving about a little over 1/8 of an inch deep onto the damaged area with my oscillating tool. It's because that I don't want this to completely stick out, and I want it to sit a little lower onto the damaged area so that we have enough room to put the wooden filler on, so we can have enough material to sand off when we start putting the wooden filler. The oscillating tool does a really nice job on cleaning up this area. It makes this working surface a lot smoother, a lot more uniform around, and it just makes the job a little easier when you're trying to clean up this area. Again, you can use a chisel or whatever tool that you choose, but I highly suggest you use and have this on your toolbox. Okay, so after we clean it up, we're gonna place the new piece of wood on top of it. Again, look at it, it doesn't sit completely on it. I'm just leaving about a hair enough deep on there so we have enough for the wooden filler, and then it doesn't completely cover it, so we're going to cut another piece so that I can fill in that extra gap. Measure it against what you need. Again, if you're using any type of scrap wood, you might not even have to do this step if you have a big enough piece. Then I'm just going to straighten it out with a straight edge, cut it up nice with my oscillating tool. Again, this oscillating tool is super nice and makes the jobs a lot easier. Now after we finish cutting it with the oscillating tool, you're left with this small scrap piece. Again, you can use a wood type glue to glue this onto the piece, or whatever method that you like, but for me, I like to use my brad nailer and attach this. It just makes the job a lot faster, and you don't have to wait for any glue or adhesive to dry. It's just instant right when you attach it. Just be very careful, because you might end up splitting the wood or damaging it, and you'll have to restart again and put a new and cut up for a new piece to fill in that void. Now the filling compound that I'll be using is this wood filler by Minwax. I have a bunch of this laying around and I want to use it all up. Once you place it on top, again, my tip and trick on this is you load up on the top. Don't worry about leveling it all out in the first try. I want you to actually load it up and put a bunch on top, and then you can level it out and scrape off the excess. Because if you have enough on top over there, it makes that it'll be easier for you to take out and shape out what you need. And it all is a matter of finesse after that. You're just gonna take your time, use a little bit of pressure on the hand. Don't go too hard on it when applying pressure. Now here's a little trick that I like to use. Just place any flat edge. In this case, I'm using my stir stick. Don't press too hard against it because it will stick on your stir stick. You're just gonna use your putty knife as a screed, just so that you can get that nice edge on there. Again, we're not aiming for a perfectly square edge, because we're going to be using our sandpaper later on to round off that edge, because the profile on this is a little rounded on the edge, not totally sharp like what you see now. What I'm using is 120 grit sandpaper with the sanding block attached to it. Again, you can use any type of sandpaper that you like. Here I like using the 120 first to pretty much take out the super excess on that. Then I'm tearing off a little piece and I'm just bending it so that I can match it with the side profile. Again, it's not a sharp edge. It has a little bit of a rounded edge to it, and by using and doing this method, it will round off that edge just like what you see what I'm doing. Now I like to take my hand and run it against the surface, because with your bare hands you can feel the imperfection and if there are any highs and lows onto the wooden filler, and if you do, just sand it right against. So after that, take your vacuum and vacuum up all the sawdust or the dust that you created from the filler, and then just take a wet wipe or any type of rag and just wipe down the rest of that dust. And this is the final step, which is the easiest part. Just take any type of coat of paint that you wish. In this case, I'm using a Dove White with a doll. I got this paintbrush from the dollar store because I'm just going to be using it for a quick instant like what you see here. And then just paint it over. And again, we're just putting out a little bit one coat for now. And I like to use a roller afterwards. Again, this is just my style. I like using a roller because I don't like the paint brush marks that, you know, it's left after it. This makes it a little bit more even. Now here is what it looks like on the first coat. Again, you can see a little faint of the wooden filler still, but after we put the second coat, it should be nice and perfect. Okay, so there you go. You can barely tell where that damage was. Again, if you found this video helpful, please hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can always be in tune on videos like these. I do a lot of easy home repairs like these and easy DIY, so stay tuned for those videos. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one.